I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you some questions from my student Harjot. We are looking into solution of equations with rational exponents. Harjot, I have modified your question a bit so that I could solve a couple of questions which you have asked. The question here is cube root of 3 over 24 minus square root of square root 16 plus 3 equals to fourth root of x to the power of 4. When we say we need to solve the equation, we need to find the value of x, which will make left side equals to right side. Now let's begin by solving this equation. We are given cube root of 3 over 24. So I could divide 24 by 3 and write this as 1 over 8, right? So that is the first step. Minus square root of 16. So let me first find square root of 16, which is 4. So we have square root of 4, right? Plus 3 equals 2. Fourth root of x to the power of 4. Now what is that equal to? So I'll keep it blank for some time and then we'll try to understand what is this equal to. Okay. Let's continue with the left side. Cube root of 1 over 8, as you know, is 1 over 2. And square root of 4 is 2 plus 3. Right. So we could simplify this. It is half plus 1. Right. So that is the left side. And when you add this up, you get 3 over 2. That is what you get. Now, to solve such a question, we have fourth root of x to the power of 4. Right. This is what we have. Now, most of the time, we could consider this as follows. Let me show you what. You could say it is x to the power of 4 to the power of fourth root. That means 1 over 4, right? So that is, I'm writing in exponent form. Fourth root of x to the power of 4, I have written like this, right? Now when you multiply them, so you will write x to the power of 4 times 1 over 4, which is indeed 1, so you get x. So most of the time when you do this operation, in the way you have learned, you get x. Okay, now here is a huge mistake. The mistake here is that if I take the value of x, let us say as minus 2. Let me begin with 2. Okay, now what is 2 to the power of 4, fourth root? This is what we'll try to understand. So 2 to the power of 4 is actually speaking 16, right? And then we say fourth root of 16 is 2. So what you get is the number 2 itself. That means you started with plus 2 and you got 2, right? So you got plus 2. Now, let me begin by negative 2. That is to say, I will write fourth power of minus 2 to the power of 4. Okay. Now that means it is fourth root of negative 2 to the power of 4 is also 16. You get the idea? And the answer is plus 2, not minus 2, means not x. So if you are treating this as x, here the answer is not x. Do you see? It is actually absolute value of x. You understand? So the square root is always positive. You have to understand this concept. Now that makes huge difference. Correct? Now with that, let me summarize it here that fourth root of x to the power of 4 is actually not equal to x, but is equals to absolute value of x. It is always positive. Absolute value of x. Do you understand? So here we got 3 over 2 as a positive value. So we have a solution. But what is the solution? So we observe that fourth root of x to the power of 4 x is absolute x. So let me write this as absolute x, not x. That is a huge mistake. So this is absolute value of x. You get the point. Now what is x? So from here you can say x is equals to plus and minus 3 over 2. So we have two solutions. Do you see that? So our answer is we have two solutions. And these solutions are plus 3 over 2 and minus 3 over 2. Do you understand? We have two solutions, not just one. Now that is what is very important. What you can do is you can check solution. So Harjot, I hope that really helps. So whenever you have either x to the power of 4 fourth root or even x square root, the answer is not x for these. It is absolute value of x, right? So remember that, and that is going to help you to get all the solutions correct for this particular exercise. I hope now the concept is absolutely clear. So you can solve most of the questions from your book. If you have any questions, do let me know. Thank you and all the best.